Ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Treble8.com, we continue with a cruiserweight contest scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Introducing firstly in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks trimmed with white, formerly from Zimbabwe, now fighting out of Birmingham, weighing in at 13 stone 3 3/4 pounds. Holds a 17-fight professional record, 9 wins, 7 wins coming by way of knockout with 8 losses. Please welcome Zimbabwe's Hastings Rasani. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, across the ring in the red corner, wearing the gold, black and green trunks, fighting out of Manchester. He weighed in at 14 stone 5 1/2 pounds. Comes to the ring with a 35-fight professional record, 29 wins, 22 wins coming by way of the big knockout with 6 losses. He's the former British and European and former WBO Cruiserweight Champion of the world, presenting Manchester's Carl the Cat Thompson. Timekeeper in the bell, Mr. Barry Pindar. The referee in charge of the action from Leeds, Mr. Mickey Van.
Right, you know the rules, fellas. Break when you're told. Take 1 step back. I want no notice with the head. Shake hands, buddy corners. Good luck, fellas.
6 3-minute rounds.
Here the ring.
Round 1.
So it's the second fight, and coming up to 2 years for the former British, European, WBO and IBO Cruiserweight Champion. And he's the man in the green and the gold and the black trunks. And he's the Cat, and he's Carl Thompson. And although he's 39 years old, he says he feels 29 and is back in this ring to do some serious business. He's got a very interesting opponent whom we've seen before, the man in the red trunks, now based in Birmingham from Zimbabwe, is Hastings Rasani. And on 2 occasions he has challenged for the Commonwealth Light Heavyweight Championship. He's put on a little bit of weight, as indeed has Thompson, who's pushing 14.5 stone, so he's the best part of a stone above the normal cruiserweight limit. But Carl Thompson, as ever, in pretty good nick.
He's always immaculately turned out physically. He's a real workaholic in the gym, we know that, and he's former world champion, been around the block, been there, seen it, done it, you know. This kind of fight won't really prove too much to Carl. It's a confidence boosting fight. If anything, if he's successful and he gets through it, it just boosts his confidence. But Carl really needs a challenge. He needs to be back in mainstream, the big fights.
Good, solid, crisp left hand went in there from Thompson. Shook off quite a bit of the ring rust and a lot of cobwebs in June here in this ring when he stopped Daventry's Phil May in 4 rounds. That was his first contest since he lost his IBO title, I should say, to Ezra Sellers of the States in Manchester in November of 2001. So Hastings Rasani in red and Carl the Cat Thompson in the multicoloured trunks. The schedule for 6 3-minute rounds at cruiserweight, but Thompson, as we said, is well above that. Fast hands from Rasani. First time I saw him, he had an extraordinary contest with Neil Simpson, and he had Simpson down 3 times before Simpson finally got to him. So he has a bit of a brittle chin, Mr. Rasani, but he can punch himself.
Carl's at a stage in his career now where he just can't afford 1 slip up. He really can't. If he's going to try and get back into the mainstream, you know, the big fights, you know, we've got some good cruiserweights in this country. Johnny Nelson's world champion. If he wants to get back up to there, he can't afford to slip up or look bad against this calibre of opponent.
Rasani, nice boxer, moves very nicely. Comes here following a defeat in July over 6 rounds, lost to Mark Brooks. Don't think he's going to go that distance. And Rasani has been on the receiving end of a Carl the Cat special, and it's all over. Well, Mickey Van didn't even have to bother with the count, and Hastings Rasani, who, as we mentioned earlier, does have a bit of a brittle chin, got himself caught, and Thompson, decent fellow that he is, went straight over just to save his opponent, was all right. We did say that Thompson, well, had to shake off a fair bit of ring rust and a cobweb or 2 in his opening return contest here in Sheffield, and he's done more than that. He looks very good, he looks very strong. He certainly doesn't look like a 39-year-old, and he certainly punches very hard. There was that little right on the chin, and Rasani, as we know, is a little bit brittle, somewhat porcelain in the chin division, and a little uppercut from Thompson wasn't too far away, but Rasani was nowhere, and Thompson got so close to him, didn't he, Duke?
Well, I tell you, the cat, as he likes to be called, he absolutely sprung on this kid. He just never left nothing's chance. That was that right uppercut that actually done the damage, and that right hand over the top. Like I said before, he could have done with getting some rounds under his belt to get his shake off the ring rust and get his confidence back. But when you bash somebody up like that and you look good doing it, your confidence goes through the roof.
Absolutely. Let's get the official result from MC Michael Goodall.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes 31 seconds of the first round, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner by TKO, Carla the Cat Thompson.